Hello, my name's Karen Harrison-Denning and I head up research and publications for a UK charity called Dementia UK. I've been a nurse for over 45 years now, but the majority of those years have been spent caring for families affected by dementia in a variety of contexts, care settings and services. More recently, and we're going back to 2008, I joined the charity and became a consultant Admiral Nurse. And it is today that I'm going to talk to you about Admiral Nursing. There are many case examples of how Admiral Nursing works, but one particular comes to mind where I supported a family where the wife had young onset dementia. Indeed, she was a psychologist by background and had articulated, she'd actually written her own advanced care plan. She was aware of what was going to happen to her and where possible wanted to die at home. She was 55. And as her dementia progressed, we enabled the family to bring care into the home. The husband still was of working age, so it was important that he maintained his working life, albeit he did reduce his hours to enable to better care for his wife and join with the paid carers to do so. But her behaviour changed regularly, almost on a daily basis. So what I did at that time was to have regular sessions with the paid carers, with the woman's sons, with her husband, to enable that we could problem solve some of the behaviours that were happening. And between us work out, well, if that didn't work for you, you weren't able to, for example, help her to get washed and dressed because she resisted. Yet for you, you were able to do that. What was it about that made it successful for you? So I used to work on sessions with debriefing them, to educate them, to train them, to role model care, to try and get them to try different ways and to share some of that knowledge between them so that they could respond to her needs on a day-by-day basis. Now, it was important if we were to enable her to die at home and for that to be her wish, and indeed it was her family's wish that that happened too, we had to negotiate her care with a range of professionals in that locality. And they included the old age psychiatrist, it included the palliative care consultant from the local hospice and the local hospital. It involved her general practitioner, and it involved other services like the ambulance service, for example. There was one instance where one of the paid carers became quite anxious and called the ambulance. And the ambulance, in a duty of care, took her into hospital. And it took us quite a while and a degree of negotiation to get her back home and to make all of the professionals aware that it was her wish to die at home and that we would manage her care palliatively. We wouldn't advocate any active intervention and whisk her into hospital and aggressively intervene. She wanted to die naturally and she wanted to die at home. In negotiating that and having all of these different specialists involved in agreeing to the care plan, we actually enabled her to achieve her wish. She died at home peacefully and without any unnecessary aggressive intervention. That would not have happened unless we had coordinated our care across the different specialities. It can happen, it can work, but it needs coordination, it needs managing.